What is there to talk about? You fighting the best fighter in the world. You better be taking it serious. You know, that goes to show, you know, how serious he's taking me and how much he respects me.
I think with the weight difference, you know, with me witnessing like smaller guys really just like do damage to bigger guys, it's like, you know what, that kind of really don't matter in a sense.
Man, pound for pound, who I consider the best fighter in the world between him and Inoue, he's just a remarkable fighter, man.
Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman argue that a major flaw in Canelo Álvarez's style could cost him dearly against Terence Crawford. They contend that Canelo, while highly celebrated, may not be as great as many believe, especially when matched against Crawford's exceptional skill set. Crawford's precision, fluid movement, and boxing intelligence present challenges that Canelo is unlikely to overcome. According to them, these advantages will ultimately allow Crawford to outclass and convincingly defeat Canelo in the ring.
What is there to talk about? You fighting the best fighter in the world. You better be taking it serious. You know, that goes to show, you know, how serious he's taking me and how much he respects me. Because, you know, if I haven't fought anyone, if I was too small, if I was, you know, all these things that all the media say I was, then he wouldn't need these guys to help prepare him to fight me. He wouldn't, you know, need all the help that, you know, he's getting. But I'm happy that he's getting the help that he needs because, you know, after, you know, September 13th, there'll be no excuses.
Stephen A. Smith emphasizes that Canelo Álvarez relies too much on power punches, assuming that sheer strength is enough to win fights. He argues that this strategy won't work against Terence Crawford, who excels through skill, agility, and precision. According to Smith, defeating a fighter like Crawford requires much more than brute force, and Canelo's predictable dependence on power will ultimately fall short against Crawford's superior ring IQ and tactical brilliance.
In a recent footage shared online, Canelo Álvarez definitely looks less bulkier and even somewhat smaller in comparison to Terence Crawford. Several people on multiple boxing community forums have noted that unlike Terence Crawford, who seems to be more focused with enhancing his power in order to shake Canelo's already proven and tested chin, Canelo's priority is more on refining his speed in order to swiftly deliver his already powerful punches, with both men pretty much basically having the exact opposite approach. Now, it'll be interesting to see the return of Slick Nello, a version of Canelo Álvarez who we haven't seen in a while. As for Terence Crawford, the question is, will he be able to bring his speed, agility, endurance, and stamina from 147 to 168, or will he end up like Trunks during the Cell Games?
Max Kellerman offers a clear contrast between skill and physicality in the Canelo versus Crawford matchup. He highlights Crawford's jab as one of the sharpest in the sport, effectively controlling distance and setting the tempo of a fight. In sit comparison, he notes that Canelo's jab has declined over time, forcing him to rely more on power and counter-punching. Kellerman argues that Crawford's precision, timing, and high ring IQ could offset Canelo's size and strength, ultimately showing that tactical skill and adaptability may prevail over raw power in this potential showdown.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight night.
I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You're gonna see.
We'll
know
see.
it.
We'll see.
We're gonna see.
Timothy Bradley Jr. draws a striking parallel between the doubts Muhammad Ali once faced and the skepticism now aimed at Terence Crawford. He recalls how many believed Ali had no chance against George Foreman's overwhelming size and power. Yet Ali defied expectations with strategy, intelligence, and resilience. Bradley sees a similar narrative forming around Crawford, as critics claim he can't overcome Canelo Álvarez due to the size difference. However, Bradley argues that true greatness isn't defined by physical size, but by determination, skill, and preparation. He emphasizes that Crawford has dedicated an entire year of training specifically for Canelo, demonstrating his unwavering commitment to defying the odds, just as Ali once did.
A person like, Boots, that's a lower weight, and like a lot of times weight don't really matter, because I've seen him smash guys that are just like way bigger than him. So I'm looking at it in a sense of, I think Crawford could handle the weight difference, and he could bring, the elusiveness of a lower. I mean, Canelo lower too, but Canelo fight more like a bully in a sense. He's lower too. He's good too, but he just fight more like he fight more with like more strength, overpowering. He has great technique. He's great, but I'm just looking at the athleticism and the will that Crawford always had and always brought, and I'm just thinking of that just transforming into like this weight difference. The weight difference is the only thing that we could pretty much, argue about. But I think with the weight difference, with me witnessing like smaller guys really just like do damage to bigger guys, it's like, you know what? That kind of really don't matter in a sense. It's as long as you're good on your game, you're good on your feet, and you can duck and block some punches.
What's the outcome?
I think the outcome, and nobody's gonna get stopped. Nobody's gonna get stopped.
Because I'm hearing that this person gonna get stopped, that person gonna get stopped.
Nobody's gonna get stopped. I think it's gonna be a good fight, good show. I think we'll see more. I think we'll be entertained more than disappointed for sure. When it comes to like skill for skill, going back and forth with certain things. I don't think we would necessarily see too much of a strong fight, because Canelo could pretty much he could hold his ground and not necessarily get out of conduct. Both of them can. They both are professional. Two of the greatest of this era.
Boxing analyst Bernie Day firmly rejects the notion that Terence Crawford is undersized for his matchup with Canelo Álvarez. He argues that Crawford's physical presence and frame have long been underestimated, but his dominant performances in higher weight classes prove he's more than capable. Bernie highlights that Crawford isn't just a smaller fighter moving up recklessly. He's calculated, strategic, and fully prepared to handle bigger opponents. He believes the true deciding factor won't be size, but intelligence, adaptability, and ring awareness. According to Bernie, Crawford and his team take pride in being tactically sharper than Canelo's camp, and that mental edge in preparation could ultimately swing the fight in Crawford's favor.
It's very highly anticipated, that Canelo versus Crawford fight.
Man, that's a great fight, but you're only as good as your last fight. And so we all know that Canelo didn't look too hot in his last fight, and obviously the opponent didn't help very much. He's a big guy, super middleweight, strong, solid. He's fought everybody there is to fight, with the exception of Benavidez, of course. But then you have Crawford, man, pound for pound, who I consider the best fighter in the world between him and Inoue. He's just a remarkable fighter, man. He's got the total package. He can switch from conventional to southpaw. Nobody does it better. Great counterpuncher, great boxer, great ring generalship. He can fight if he chooses to. So it'd be dangerous to sit there and fight someone like Canelo, but it's just, I don't know, man. That's a toss-up. It's a 50-50 fight.
Do you see that 50-50?
Yeah, it's a 50-50.